I am breaking out something awful. Look at that. Alright, welcome everybody. Every time I do these, like, I try to do these intros, I feel like I just sound absolutely ridiculous. So, that's why I don't really do them. At least, not real ones, anyway. Ugh. I just got lip gloss in my hair. So, today is going to be a video about my essential everyday products that I am currently obsessed with, in love with, or just find sufficient, and it's the best thing I've found up to this point in my price range. So anyway, I've got all of my products down here that are laid out in order from like face stuff, and then, I mean, they're all face stuff, skin stuff, you know, foundation. Moving on along the face. I'm not doing any skincare stuff. That can be another video. So let's get started. God, I am wearing so much blush today. It was a little bit of a disaster this morning. I went in on my blush and I was like, I want to be really rosy today. Well, I was. Once you do that, you cannot go back. So I'm going to start with the face, and I have 3 foundations because they are my everyday. Not literally every day. I don't put 3 foundations on my face every day, but depending on what I'm going for, I will choose one or the other. If I want a really, really light, barely any makeup kind of look, I actually wear a powder foundation for those days. I use the Maybelline SuperStay Better Skin in number 50, Natural Beige, which I just thought was hilarious because honestly, with my skin tone, I never buy products in the color beige. And so I'm like going through the color selection when I'm trying to find one. And I was like, oh, all these ones that say tan, they just look so dark. They couldn't be. And I see this one, I'm like, well, that looks like the right color, but it says beige. It couldn't be. It was right. It's actually probably the most perfect color match out of all of the things I own. You'll see I am actually about to hit pan on it there. And yeah, it's almost time to get a new one. I decided to try this out. I was using like a Wet n Wild one, which I really wasn't fond of. That was the first one I ever tried. I haven't been wearing makeup that long, actually. I know. I probably shouldn't say that. I tried this one because Tati from Glam Life Guru. That's a tongue twister. How does she say that? She did a first impression kind of thing on it, and she said that it was really good, and that if you could stand having the salicylic acid in it, because it is a it's called Better Skin because it's supposed to help clear up your face. So if you could stand having that drying property, that it was a pretty good powder. And so I bought it, and I really, really do like it. It when I put it on, it doesn't look powdery. Like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing a powder foundation. It looks like I just kind of neatened up my skin a little bit. So, I mean, that's the goal. I'll just take my little fluffy powder brush here, go in there, pat it into my face, and that's that for foundation. So next level up is if I'm kind of going for something a little bit heavier, but not like full coverage kind of thing, is I will go with this Maybelline BB cream, the Dream Pure BB. 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Clearing Perfector. It is also got salicylic acid in it. I'm in the shade Medium Deep for the BB cream. And can we talk about how many companies need to create medium deeps. Because so many drugstore brands, they come in, you know, the light, the medium, and the deep. I am none of those. And if I am none of those, I'm sure there are plenty other girls like me who are also none of those. And I mean, you can make it work, but I do not want to buy a medium and a deep. I do not want to have to buy 2 of your products and then mix them together and hope I get the ratios right. I'm not doing that. So if you want me to buy your product, how about coming out with a medium deep? And for other people, I'm sure, maybe think about doing a light medium thing. I'm not asking you to come out with like a full range of shades like Sephora would. Just bring it up to like 5. My sister actually recommended this one. She said that it was clearing up her stress breakouts. And so I was like, maybe that could do me some good, because I could use some help. I'm just saying. But this, and it's helped. Like, it really has helped to clear up my face from what it was. Like, I don't get like super nasty breakouts. Like, I don't get big, not very often at least, but I constantly have little tiny pimples. Always. Texture, little tiny pimples, that kind of thing. So I'm always kind of trying to find anything else that can help a little bit. And this stuff does. So wearing this a couple days a week, plus wearing the powder a couple days a week, it kind of helps keeping something on my face that is actively helping to fight breakouts while I have my makeup on, as opposed to just having something that is going to help fight your breakouts and then washing it off and putting on your makeup. So next up is what I use when I need a want a full coverage, just slather it on. I want to look completely new-faced. And that is the Maybelline Fit Me. Yes, I mean, that's nothing new, right? Most people know about this one, and they've heard about this one, and it's good, and it's beautiful, and it's great. I am in shade 322 Warm Honey, and I mean, this is actually probably a little dark for me right now. This is more like my summer shade, and I do need to get a winter shade for myself in this, because it's starting to get to the point where I look a little funny when I put this on. So we're moving on to concealer. And my absolute favorite, without a doubt, is the Maybelline Dream Touch Lumi here. Mine is in the shade Honey, which is the darkest one they have, and it's almost too light for me, if that tells you something. But I don't care, because it is beautiful. It is so nice. I absolutely love it. I was like running out one day and I immediately was like, I need to go to the store right this instant. I cannot stand having a day without this stuff. It's so good. I do wish there were more in these containers, because I mean, it really doesn't last that long. But what can you do? It's worth it. It is only really a good for the under eye concealing, not for spot concealing. I use other stuff for that, but I don't often spot conceal because I'm not really too concerned about it. I have spots on my face. Oh well. I'm not too concerned about everything being like flawless in that manner. If I have like a really ugly red spot, maybe I'll cover it, but like dark spots, like scarring, I actually don't really cover that stuff too much. So next I have my brow product, which is you know, one of these little thingies here, the brow pencils that I mean, most of us do use a brow pencil who do our brows. There are other alternatives like brow powders, brow pomades, stuff like that. But I think the pretty common way is to use a pencil of sorts. It's just about what kind do you prefer. This is by J.CAT Beauty, and it is the Perfect Brow Pencil in dark brown, and the color is a little warm for me, I will say that, but I feel like if I went to the next color, like I'm pretty sure the next color is black. I don't think there's any in between, and I don't want to go with black brows, even though technically the hair up here is black. I don't think that using a black brow pencil would really be all that flattering. So this color works. I wish it were just a tad bit more ashy, but the color works, and what really I like about it is the formula. It's creamy enough to go on smoothly where you want it to and not drag or skip or any of that, but it's not so creamy that it's going to bleed all over the place. It's also just creamy enough that when you get the spoolie in there afterwards, it buffs it out really nicely if you have any harsh lines that you accidentally got in there. The pencil itself is pretty thick. It's a pretty decently sized. And I know a lot of people don't like that. They like the micro ones with the little teeny. Do you know how long it would take me to do my brows if I used one of those? Like, no thank you. I'm just saying. I want to get it done quick. I am usually working with like 10-15 minutes that I want to look beautiful and get out the door. I cannot be working with a little micro brow pencil, drawing on some hairs. No, I just want to fill the whole thing in and leave, okay? I don't have time for that. And then plus side, this thing is like $4 or $5, okay? $4 or $5. Anastasia is what, like 20? 20 to take longer to do my brows? The only thing that I could get with that is the right color. And I mean, this isn't a bad color. Like, look at my brows. Do they look awful? No, they look just a little bit too warm. That was a bit of a rant. Okay, we're moving on. So, next category is going to be blush. And it's not the color I'm wearing right now. The color I'm wearing right now is actually the Pearlescent Pink by Wet n Wild that everyone on YouTube talks about. I mean, everyone. They say, oh, it's just like NARS Orgasm, which I mean, I've tested NARS Orgasm at Sephora. NARS Orgasm looks way better than, I don't understand why everybody says that. Because it's not. It is a Wet n Wild blush, though. This is, I had to look down because I had to write it down. I ripped all of the packaging off. I had to look up what it was called again. This is the Wet n Wild blush, and it looks like this. And it is called Rose Champagne. It's so beautiful. Like, oh, look at that. Look at that. Although I really hate how pans get so rough when you start getting in there. It's so pretty. It's like this just beautiful natural color. That just doesn't look overdone or anything. And it works on multiple skin tones. Like, it looks so good on my skin tone. And then my friend was over getting her makeup done for Halloween. And I was like, oh, I don't know what to put on you for your cheeks, because I've never put makeup on anybody with such a different skin tone. Like, she's a lot paler than me. And I just pulled this one out and I was like, oh, let's try this because I love this one so much. Put it on her. Oh my gosh, it looked so good on her too. So it works good on many people. Yeah. So I love that thing. Like, if I'm, you know, doing a look and I'm just like, I don't know what's going to go with this, I just pull that one out because it's such a nice neutral. I know it's going to work. It's beautiful. So the next item is the only thing that you probably can't get anymore. But I had to put it in here because it's the truth. It's what I'm going to grab on a daily basis when I'm just quick doing my makeup and need to go, and I want a product that I can just be comfortable with doing something quick with. And that is what I use for my eyes on a regular daily basis. Like my eyeshadow. And that is this thing here. The Becca and Jaclyn Hill collab. Whoo! Blinding people. That had the controversy and it got pulled. So I had ordered it when it had the first release. So I got it. And I'm sure everybody knows what's in here, but these are. And I mean, you can kind of see probably the reason that people were complaining that, you know, there is a significant amount of fallout in the pans. I haven't had any significant problems with blendability. I'm actually wearing the whole entire thing on my eyes today. My camera's not really good enough to pick it up. No, it's not. But maybe you can see a little bit of the shininess on my inner corner, which is the lightest shade from the palette. I don't know. On a daily basis, I'll go in with this shade right here and just dust it in my crease. And then dab a little bit of this shade on my lid just with my finger. And that's it. That is literally it. Low maintenance, cute. And I really, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a makeup artist, so maybe there's something super crazy about makeup that I'm missing, but they seem like perfectly fine eyeshadows to me. Maybe not the greatest, but certainly nothing to complain about and say, oh my gosh, it's awful. But I don't want to get involved in any of that. I'm just saying. But it's probably too late. I probably am now. Okay. Moving on, we are going to go to mascara. And I don't really know if there is a mascara that I'm like, I have to have and have to repurchase that one. Like, I have to have mascara in general. I can't not have mascara. Oh God, my poor naked eyelashes would just, oh God, they'd be so sad. I am seriously considering repurchasing this one, which is the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash. Yes. I don't buy that many mascaras. I mentioned it in my Ipsy video. I get so many samples from the subscription boxes that I haven't had any reason to purchase any. This one though, it has like the perfect brush here. Perfect for the lower lashes, and I can get in there and get them all, and I have like no lower lashes, so having one that's good for lower is so important. Like, see, I used something else today and you can't even see my lower lashes. I need to have good mascara down there to cover up all the wrinkly things. So, I mean, there's a really good chance that I'm going to end up repurchasing that one. So, yeah, I figured I should probably go ahead and include it. All right, we're going on to lips. Lips. So lipstick. And this is, it's really funny because it's the first lipstick that I bought. So I must have known what I was doing because I got it right, because it is something else. It is perfect. And I stood there at the little like Revlon display for a really long time contemplating all of the different options and all of the different finishes and colors, and you know, I was like, I'm only buying one today and we'll see how we like it, because I wasn't necessarily sold on even the idea of wearing lipstick more regularly. So I was like, I'm only buying one and we'll see. And I ended up getting this one here, which is called Rose Dew. It's one of their pearl finishes. Yes. So it's actually what I'm wearing today. It's so freaking cute. It's perfect. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. And it's easy to just throw on because it's like a perfect shade of pink, and the pearl makes it just slightly kind of sheer-ish, but it's still got plenty of color payoff, and you can just throw it on without having to worry too much about your lines and everything, so you don't really need to line it. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. If I had to give up all the rest of my lipsticks, honestly, I could do with just this. I really could. I wanted to talk about my favorite gloss, which is the RIMMEL Stay Glossy Glosses. I've got 5 different shades here. I'll probably get more in the future. Like, I love these things. They are so good. They're a little bit sticky, but that's okay to me. I don't need a lip gloss to not be sticky. They have such a great color payoff. They do stick around for a fairly good amount of time for it being a lip gloss, obviously, because lip glosses aren't really meant to stay around all day. They're good for putting on top of other lips, stick situations, and then they are also pigmented enough for the most part to put on by themselves. I do have this one that is not very shimmery, that doesn't really, and it's also really dark. This one does not go good by itself, but all the other ones do. So anyways, I'll show you some swatches here so you can see what they look like. So we've got what's this one? This one is blushing. This one is called Captivate Me. This one is the really deep one that, like I was saying, you don't really want to wear by itself. It's called Vintage Rose. But I mean, if you have a lipstick and you're like, it's a nice color, but it's just not quite vampy enough, put that on top. It'll work. This one I couldn't entirely figure out what the heck its name was. It's like a nice pink. It's just like, yeah, it's just like a perfect pink gloss. Pink glittery. It's like a perfect pink glittery gloss. It might be ruby or it might just be pink. I'm not sure. And then this last one is called Endless Summer. It's a really nice kind of shimmery golden brown color. Yes. See, so those are the RIMMEL Stay Glossy Glosses. So if you're a gloss person, it's a really nice affordable gloss option. And then last but definitely not least is the setting spray. I get the Maybelline Master Fix. Yes. And it's just, you know, your setting spray. Your typical spray it on when everything's done kind of thing. So that's a necessity. Well, that's all for my essential makeup products. I'll have everything that's still available for purchase in the description box below. Please comment with what your essential makeup products are so that I can try some new things out. You know, I'm always down for trying out new makeup and finding new things that I might like better than what I'm already using. Please like this video if you enjoyed watching it, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more.